Welcome in, my beautiful Capricorn friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's call in spirit, open up this space, and see what it is your soul is meant to hear. So I'm going to first start with a guardian angel oracle card for you. This is support and guidance coming in as you're moving through your week this week. So we are getting for you choice. So I feel that you're going to be surrounded by choices, a lot of different options, right? So this can sometimes feel overwhelming. So this is where Spirit wants you to stay grounded. And the message for you is don't let external circumstances dictate your inner state. You have the power to choose your thoughts. You have the power to choose your emotions and actions. Choose to be filled with positivity, courage, and kindness. This is going to be a superpower that you can carry forward this week, Capricorn, because I feel that there's a lot of energy that is tugging at you from many different directions. And I feel that you get to make the choice of where you want to allot your energy and what kind of energy you want to invite into your energetic space. So I'm going to read this to you one more time. Don't let external circumstances dictate your inner state this week. You have the power to choose your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Choose to be filled with positivity, courage, and kindness. And I feel some of you are going to resonate with the image of this card today, the angel. Feel into the image here, Capricorn, and see what it is that you are feeling, even with the word. Okay, so that is your message from your guardian angels. I have an affirmation for you as well. This is an affirmation that you can carry through this week. Repeat to yourself as much as you can. So we are getting here an affirmation about strategy. You are meant to strategize this week, okay? So I feel that you're already really good at this, and this is what they want you to focus on. So your affirmation is, I plan the necessary steps to achieve my goals, and I am willing to take action in that direction. I am flexible, persistent, and prepared. So once again, I plan the necessary steps to achieve my goals, and I am willing to take action in that direction. So there's a direction. I feel that you are meant to go, and you already are going in that direction. And when you're feeling that doubt, that procrastination, whatever it is that's getting in the way, that door that feels like it's locked, you have this ability to actually unlock it and walk through. I feel that you've already experienced moments like this before in your life, Capricorn, so they're reminding you again. I am flexible, persistent, and prepared. Okay, so there is a door here waiting for you to unlock it this week, an opportunity, something that is working in your favor, something that felt like maybe it was locked before. But there's almost like this courage and strength that you have this week that has been building for the last few days, few weeks, where you're finding yourself rising up. So they want you to move with this power. They want you to be intentional this week. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else you're meant to know. So what's been coming up recently for you as you look at this Eight of Swords card? I'm seeing a lot mentally for you. There's a lot that you've been thinking about. I'm seeing that your mind has been incredibly active. Either you are preparing, planning, or worried or stressed. It feels like sometimes your mind can keep you trapped. The thoughts don't become things. I feel there's a lot of different paths, a lot of different choices that you have available to you, options. And, sometimes this can be a little paralyzing for some of us. So one step at a time here, you are breaking free this week from something that felt like it was stagnant or not moving. So this is you reclaiming your power in this experience. So Eight of Swords, we have the World card. So what I'm hearing is I am on top of the world. So I'm hearing some of you saying that you are on top of the world, and I really feel that you're stepping into a completely different world, right? We all are as a collective here. The world is changing, and we are meant to change along with it. So I feel that you are leveling up in a way in your life this week. There's some opportunity that is coming up here for you to really embrace whatever this is that feels out of this world. Right now, the World card is a major arcana card. This energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it does tend to be in the background. So some of you are going to feel this energy intensely, while others you're going to feel this subtly, this feeling of leveling up, this feeling of you moving through an upgrade, right? So that is the World energy. And we also have the Nine of Swords. Okay, Capricorn, this is letting me know that you are, in fact, in your thoughts, in your imagination, and sometimes we can get lost here. There's worry and stress I'm definitely picking up on, and maybe it's because you're worried about someone. This could be a family member, a spouse, whoever this is. I feel that the worry is legit. It's because you really care, right? So, trust is what Spirit is saying here through this, to really have faith. Everything is going to work in the way that it's meant to, right? So this is the Nine of Swords. So I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. Whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. All right, so this is everything that is happening right now is leading you towards a new experience. Like there's some sort of energy that is inviting you in. And it does feel like it's new, it's novel, it's something that you haven't experienced before. So maybe that's why there's a little bit of pushback, I feel. So they want you to surrender to the experience, Capricorn. So before I continue on here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So if you're watching today and it's not resonating for you, please leave it behind. But also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. All right, so the number 8, we have the number 21, we have the number 9. So this is just confirming that some of you are going through some sort of a completion or an ending somewhere in your life, and you are stepping into something new. This is why, we have the World card. These are endings and beginnings. And I'm getting point 0 here for some of you. So you may be starting at point 0 from scratch, right? Having to erase something and start all over again. And it's okay to do that. Sometimes we get frustrated with ourselves, right? We feel like we have a creative block, right? That's what I'm getting right now. It feels like that. So what this Eight of Swords is letting you know is, within the experience you're having right now, wherever that is, especially if it feels stuck, they want you to stay here and tune into the energy around you. What is it that is around you that is making you feel this way? Why are you feeling stuck, Capricorn, if that's what you're feeling? So you have this incredible ability to pick up on senses like the energy around you. So they want you to actually tune into that, tune inward. Right? We've got the moon card here in the background. This lets me know that you're very intuitive. There's something that you already feel. There's something that you already know that they want you to trust. Sometimes we can't change the experience we are in. And, in my own experience, when I can't change something, I learn to work with it. I learn to tread through it, navigate through it in a place of peace. And I feel for some of you, that is a message that is coming through, something that you might be moving through right now that feels like it's slow. It's not happening in the way that you desire it to or in the way that you want. And I feel here Spirit is encouraging you to let go of any kind of attachments or, fixed form of how this should come in, who it should come through, right? Because the way I'm seeing it happening for you is in a way that you're not really expecting. And they want you to trust in yourself as you're moving through the experiences you are having right now and take things one at a time. This Eight of Swords feels like this closed door, but your superpower here is going to be strategy and how you move through and navigate this, right? So stay grounded and at peace within yourself as you're moving through this. Whenever I have a challenge or something that feels like an energy that feels stuck or not moving, I slow down, right? I slow down in order to pick up on the details and the signs that I'm meant to see there without obsessively looking for them, but rather being at peace with myself and allowing the information to come in without me getting triggered by it, without me reacting to it. Instead, I use the power of stillness within me, right? So I feel that maybe there is something that you're moving through right now that is asking that you stay still within yourself as you're moving through it, especially with the power of your mind. Maybe your thoughts run wild and you find it hard to get a hold of them, or you get lost in them without even being aware unintentionally, right? That happens to some of us when we're on autopilot. I'm getting a lot coming through. So this is where you have control over your thoughts. You have control over your mind, Capricorn, and using strategy to stay in alignment and clear in the mind, right? Implementing practices like meditation, whatever helps you stay focused and on track, right? Sometimes we wander. So the World card is an opening. Okay, this is kind of to me what I feel is a portal, and it is supporting you, but there's almost like this opportunity to be able to cross this threshold into a completely different timeline, where once you cross through it, and I feel some of you have, you feel different. The experience feels different, right? So, and there's like this ending, new beginning that is quietly happening energetically, spiritually in the background for some of you. It feels like a season ending. And there's a lot of self-reflection here. So I feel that lately you may have been really looking at how you have been moving through your world, how you've been reacting to things, how you've been planning, preparing. Like there's almost like this spotlight on that area of your life, on how you are moving through it. So I don't know, is there something right now happening in your life that feels like you're moving through an upgrade? With upgrades for me, they feel a little bit turbulent, like I'm being tested before the breakthrough. So you might also be feeling like this right now, where it does feel like you're moving through a test. There's turbulence here. When an airplane is going up into the clouds, there's turbulence, and it's scary when we're in the moment, but it always passes, right? This is what it feels like. This too shall pass. And for some of you, I'm seeing celebration here. Like you are celebrating some sort of a small win or a big win. You are stepping into this next part of your life or onto the next step with something. This could be a relationship. This could be something at work. I'm also seeing because you're elevating, you're going to experience ascension symptoms. Those are very real. But I don't want you to assume that just because you're feeling something, something's going on with your body, that that's an ascension symptoms. You want to make sure that you get that looked at, especially if it's something that has been chronic or coming up recently, okay? So you are stepping into a completely different world. And I do feel that there are strings of energies that are tied to what's happening in the world right now. And, maybe you're finding yourself on Twitter, social media, watching the news a lot, and there's a lot of worry, stress, right? I'm getting a lot of external energy that might be interfering with what you're trying to create or what you're trying to do. Okay, so, I'm also living in that same world as you, right? But I'm not focusing on that. So I feel what Spirit is encouraging you to do is to make that choice not to be a part of that energy, but rather keep your energetic space, the doors closed there with anything external that is creating worry and stress within you, right? This is the Nine of Swords. You're sitting with something, Capricorn. I feel this is something that you're not sharing with others. This is something that you're just kind of mulling through in your mind, in your thoughts. I'm also seeing someone who is manifesting. You're seeing the response of the universe, but not in the way that you desire. I feel there's something happening this week or has been happening recently where you're kind of sitting with this Capricorn. So, we have these moments. There's nothing wrong thinking about things, but you want to be very careful when you begin dwelling in it and it becoming a reality for you. So Spirit is pulling you out of something that you might be finding yourself caught up in, right? So just be very mindful of this. Like, they really want you to check in on the thoughts and the things that you're thinking about. And because we have the Nine of Swords here, I feel that there is a finalization here with something, like something happened maybe with a relationship. This could be between you and a family member, maybe at work, things were said. There was like, I'm getting a lot of anger. I'm getting a lot of emotions here, Capricorn. There was something that you are definitely moving through emotionally here, mentally. And this is where Spirit is encouraging you to really get a handle on this before you find yourself caught up in energy. And I feel this is a familiar experience for you. It's something that you've gone through. So it's almost like a pattern that you're able to catch. And this is where you're really changing things. I feel you've been already catching this and keeping yourself grounded and at peace as you're experiencing it when it does come up in your mind. A lot of work that you've been doing on yourself here, Capricorn. I'm seeing a lot of tasks and things that are pulling at your attention. And maybe this is overwhelming for you right now. So they want you to take things one at a time and one day at a time. To take a look at energies around you, Capricorn, that are draining you, right? Things that you don't need to put your energy towards. They want you to be really strategic. Again, this is the word that keeps coming up, right? To plan, to really have some sort of destination point or a goal set this week. I feel this is really important for you because I feel you have everything within you. But what I feel you're looking for is direction, perhaps. I could be wrong here, but this is what I'm feeling, is to give you the push or the direction, right? So, and because they're showing me that, I do feel that your life is about to shift in a new direction, in a direction that you're not expecting, right? So asking someone to hold you accountable, that might be an idea. I'm definitely seeing you having a conversation with someone, asking them to make sure that you stay on track, asking for support, hiring a coach or a mentor. This might be a time for you to think about that and look at your options. I feel what's happening here is you are growing, you are being led towards something much bigger than you realize. And it's because your world is shifting, your world is changing. I feel you are stepping into a more leadership role in your world. And I feel you're in this process of building and creating. And whatever it is that you've got in your imagination, this is what's materializing. It's coming out from your thoughts. These are the thoughts. They're coming out into the world and materializing. And I feel you've already been doing this. You're starting to see like how much you're accomplishing when you are focused, right? So whatever this is that's on your heart, you can share with me in the comment section below. And they're letting you know that you know what it is that you need to do in this experience. You already have the guidance within you. So they want you to trust yourself as you're moving through your experience. And sometimes we can get guidance, advice, opinions, judgments, whatever these are, from external sources, but they want you to trust yourself right now as you're moving through whatever you're moving through, and know that I think affirmations are going to be powerful. We've got another affirmation at the very end of this reading that my husband Paul actually writes for you, right? So you can also use that one this week, but pay attention to the signs that are coming in. But most importantly, pay attention to how you're feeling this week, Capricorn, especially because we have the moon. And I also feel that some of you may have been in a space right now where you haven't been really feeling light. The energy, it's like you're closed off, the curtains are drawn, you're in your own space, and maybe you need that time. There's nothing wrong with it, right? To spend some time to reflect, to heal, and all of that. But right now, they're calling you to open the curtains and allow the light in and allow your light to shine as well, because you are moving through this elevation experience and you're reaching a higher frequency and vibration, right? So not only are you supposed to protect yourself and be discerning, but stay open and receptive. Keep your mind open and keep your heart open as you move through this week. Okay, so I feel there's like this feeling of calm. There's this like no need to please anyone. You're at peace. There is no old self is the word I'm getting here. I feel you are outgrowing your old self through the experiences you've been having recently. So just pay attention to what you're moving through. So I wanted to pull a Between the Worlds Oracle. This is a shadow casting with bone and curio oracle deck. So this is what I was called to use in your reading this week. So let's see what they want me to share with you. So we're getting the rabbit bone. Look at that. The rabbit bone is coming forward. So this might resonate for you in some way. The rabbit spirit animal is guiding you this week. We have the number 16 coming up on this card as well. So 16 days around the message of this card. So the rabbit here. So this item for this, the author of this book is from a friend who gave him a bag of bones from an artist exhibition. Her installation involved buying found bones and digging them up again, then placing them carefully in a large display. Rabbit foot bones are easy to distinguish because of their unique shape. Okay, so the message of this card is speed works in your favor when used strategically and with skill. So being quick and decisive will work for you as an answer right now with whatever question you are asking, Capricorn. Look to surrounding cards to ensure you understand exactly where, when, and how you should be fast. Okay, so the wise rabbit knows exactly when to hold completely still and when to dart out of harm's way. You are encouraged not to hold back, to keep others from feeling bad. Remember, you aren't leaving anyone in the dust. You're just modeling how speed can be an asset. And your other message here is this is not the time to move quickly for some of you. Okay, so we've got two different messages coming through, and I'm feeling called to read these. So again, this is not the time to move quickly or to let anyone know your strategy. Your opponent has anticipated your behavior and is counting on your predictability. Hold still for a moment and reevaluate. Either you haven't researched what you need to before your decision to act, or you are doing so out of blind fear instead of linking speed with a well thought out conclusion. Wait patiently to see the outcome of this situation. So some of you are being asked to act in your particular situation, and some of you are being asked to hold on for a moment. And I feel this is something that you already know within yourself. Okay, so this is your message from the rabbit bone. 16 are the numbers. we've got 9, 8, and we've got 21. So this could be hours, this could be days, this could be weeks, this could be days of the month for some of you. So we're going to go ahead, close, and seal your reading with an angel number. So 1111 is your number here, Capricorn. And I feel many of you have been already seeing this number. So validation is the message from your angels. You are aligned with your highest good at this time. You are going through an awakening experience. So I feel there's more information or knowledge coming in that is awakening you to a new perspective or way of seeing your particular situation. You are becoming more of your authentic self through this. You're finding that you're taking the right actions because you're trusting your inner guidance. They want you to be intentional at this time and know that you're in this process of manifesting. You are going through a manifesting experience. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, I just wanted to update you on my channel schedule, which will be changing very soon. So currently you're seeing your individual signs up twice per week with one collective a day. This is going to now change to one individual reading per week with one collective a day. So you'll see the schedule here. Take a look at where your sign is being posted. That way you can change from the old schedule to the new one. The reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted to create some more room to do live events. This is something that has been sitting with me for a very long time. And I wanted to put more energy into my secondary channel, which is the Sacred Oracles. So by doing this, I allow myself more space and room to explore other avenues to share more of my creativity with you. So I hope that you're able to receive this in a positive way. And those collective readings are for you in between those individual readings. So those are going to be out every day. All right. So thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your presence, your love, your support, everything that you bring to this community here. So thank you. If you enjoyed that, my family and I have lots more to share with you.
Ria and I have our helpful 14-day mindset shift and 60-day soul commitment challenge ebooks to help give you the tools to transform and grow into your best self.
You can find my special handmade intention candles made with loving care along with my other creations at Koto Create.
Hi, Tom here. Feel free to check out my spiritual health and wellness videos and more new stuff every day on Sacred Knowledge Living. And sometimes even these guys make an appearance. Take care and be calm.
Last but not least, my daughter and I have these beautiful pendant collections available at Sacred Haven. And Katomi and I are still creating videos at Sacred Oracles whenever we have time throughout the month. So you can find all the links in the description box below, and we appreciate all of your support.
Thank
you for watching. I'm sorry.
It's pretty close.